Hello, my beautiful Taurus family. Welcome to Don Williams Tarot. This message is for sun, moon, or rising placements in the sign of Taurus. So if you have those, this message may be for you, but keep in mind this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading. So not all messages may resonate. So take what does and leave what doesn't, as I do not want there to be any misunderstandings. And this message is for career and money for the month of April. The last time I did these readings, I got very good feedback. So I decided I was going to do them again at the beginning of the month as we're starting out the month of April. I am recording this on April the 5th. We are still in Mercury retrograde until April 25th. I think it goes direct. But even after that time, there is a shadow period, which we will still feel the effects of Mercury retrograde until about May 13th. So it will go over into our Taurus energy. And Mercury retrogrades are times when we do a lot of inner reflecting. It reminds me a lot of the hermit energy, where even though we are part of the world, we also go into our inner world. We go within to find those answers. We go within to connect with our higher selves, with the God of our heart, and, prime creator source. And that is when we do a lot of evaluating. So the thing about the Mercury retrograde is that it really is a good time. As you can see, I have a lot of rewords on this piece of paper that I'm going to read to you, that are times for us to really regroup and relook at things, reevaluate. So we regroup, we refocus, we rebuild, redo, rebalance, refuel, rebirth, revisit, reflect, realign, recreate, relax, and rejoice. I love the last two. Anyway, so I plan to do your reading today. I'm going to pull cards from the Light Seers deck. I'm going to be pulling clarifiers a little bit differently. I'm pulling those from Oracle decks instead of tarot. But then the last card I pull for each of the sections, I will pull a final tarot card to complete the message so that we have quite a bit of information coming through for you. Now, my Indigo Goddess deck is the deck of career and money. And this deck is about money and life choices. So it goes a little bit, there's slightly different messages in this other deck, but I feel as though they complement the intention behind the readings very well. So if you're new to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you would like and subscribe. One of the benefits is that before I sit down to do my readings, I do call in all of my subscriber. So let's say Taurus, I'm going to call in all my Taurus subscribers. And I ask that our higher selves connect my higher self to your higher self so that the message that are coming through will make sense, that will resonate for you. But then after I do my meditation, before I do the reading, I also send everyone some beautiful Reiki energy. Now, Reiki is, I don't know if you know what that is a long distance healing energy that can be sent to you. You will accept it if you want that boost, or you can decline it because it's all happening on that higher soul level is where this energetic is being worked through. So if this is something that your spirit agrees to, that believes it will help you, then that energy is flowing to you and you will utilize that energy. And it is just a gift from my heart to yours. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take myself off screen so that we can just concentrate on the cards. I have shuffled the deck, all these decks multiple times as I was sitting doing my meditations. And so I'm just going to go ahead and start. So your first card is the Nine of Wands. That is the wounded warrior energy. However, it is in your strengths position. So I feel as though many of you have a lot of determination, a lot of skills, a lot of energy that you are expending and putting out there into the universe, in terms of your employment space, or it could also be associated with your money space as well. So some of you might be feeling as though you are putting in a lot of energy. This is also your perseverance card. It's saying that you're very, very close to attaining the goal that you have set, right? Because nines are about progression, keep going. You are so close to your 10, and tens are about completion. So I feel as though many of you may be burning the midnight oil. You might already be working two jobs, like a side job of some kind, or you're putting in a lot of time and energy into deciding whether or not you want to create an opportunity for you to start your own business, whatever that may be. Even if it's a thing where you are doing a hobby that you absolutely love, that you love putting on all the time and the energy into this hobby, and then you turn around and be able to sell that hobby to someone else. So let's say you really like to crochet, or you really like to sew, or whatever it is. It could be anything that you may be contemplating. Now, the other thing that keeps popping up in these readings as well is that there is a lot of energy in these readings about potentially other people starting businesses online, because it seems to be quite booming at this time. Some larger companies are now downsizing. I'm starting to really see that trend happening, especially here in the United States, where they're closing locations of things because of the economy and how people are just not really spending their money. We are we're in this great inflation, so people are being very mindful of that. So let's go ahead and pull some clarifying cards for this Nine of Wands, and what specifically is this energy saying for you specifically in terms of your money situation, your work situation, your your physical security, your financial wealth, those types of things. What else do we need to know? How many did we get? 1, 2. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take both of those because they fell out like, hi, here I am, take me. Your first card says there is an ending. You may leave a position or be terminated. However, there is always an opportunity ahead. You may change careers entirely. It's really interesting that this is coming up this way. I kind of did that same thing. I've been an admin for my whole life, but I worked in the biotech company for over 20 years. And then when I transitioned, I started working for a municipality. And boy, was that a big difference in terms of life career path. So some of you may be doing that. And again, like I was saying, some of you may be deciding that you want to become an influencer online as well. Maybe you want to start your own channel. Maybe you want to sell insurance. I mean, it could be any number of things, right? But it's saying that some of you may be terminated from your role. And I know that when those types of situations happen, we look at it as a insult. We look at it as a complete blow to us as humans. But you also have to look at it, which is difficult when you're an employee, to look at it in terms of business. When you're looking at business, people, as much as you might love people, the business is the thing that dictates what happens, right? So if it is in their best interest because they just don't have enough money to be paying salaries, that's what's going to happen. Is there's going to be, a downgrade or a downsizing of an organization. So that is a potential. I have seen quite a few messages within the last month or so about how companies are really shuffling things around because of our current economy. So just be aware of that. And then your next card is brilliance. You discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition. So even before I saw this card, I was talking about being an online influencer. That might be a direction that you really might want to consider looking at and evaluating at this time, because it feels as though, Spirit is saying that your next step might not be the traditional route. So can we have another clarifier, please, as to this Nine of Wands and this message regarding career and path, money path, in their strengths position? And you might be thinking also, well, if I get fired from my job, right, you could go on unemployment. So that would bring you in income, at least while you're looking for a new role. Or it could be that because you have procrastinated and Spirit has been trying to get you to change jobs. Sometimes when we don't take action on a gut feeling, Spirit will bring it to us. A lot of times that is what that Tower card represents for us, right? Is, well, I tried to get you to move and you wouldn't do it. So now I'm going to make you move. But it really does deal you a blow when you're not ready and you're thinking everything is fine. Okay, so it looks as though your next card is Wish Granted. This is a beautiful card, Taurus. Wish granted means dreams are coming true, prayers are being answered, miracles are around you. You have patience. They're asking you to ask for more and that you do have luck. And I'm going to preface this by saying you have amazing luck, and whatever it is that you put your mind and energy to, I feel as though you can create for yourself, and that Spirit has got your back. Beautiful card. Love that wishes granted card. And that would make sense that would be in your strengths position, because I feel like all of that energy is coming forward for us. I do feel as though, and I have felt this way since the beginning of the year, that big changes are coming in, but also those changes, you can look at them as steps back or something like that, or you can look at them as opportunities. And those opportunities are saying, I can create this any way I want. And you have power within you to do that. I love the wish granted. Bring me those wishes. I'm a Taurus also, by the way. And then you have the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords to me is my card of really needing to take an opportunity to rest and recuperate. It feels as though many of us have been just really burning the midnight oil, that we have really been focusing on trying to attain these blessings, because that's what this window here is. This individual is blessing these people here. And it feels as though some of us are looking for blessings and we're looking for those wishes to be granted. At the same time, this is saying we need to take very good care of ourselves during this process. Now, I'm going to say that anyway, because this month is going to be chock full of so many things happening in terms of astrology and the energies that are coming towards the planet, as well as all the solar storms that we're experiencing and how those affect us mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You might be feeling as though you're exhausted, like, I just don't know how I'm going to move forward. So Spirit is saying take some time to do some self-care, because you're going to need that in order to get you moving through the rest of your month. Your next card has to do with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is my badass priestess. I love her. Excuse me just a minute. I need to I need to blow my nose for one, sorry. And I need a drink. I feel scratchy all of a sudden. So somebody might be feeling stuck in their throat chakra. or feeling something in their throat. They're not speaking their truth. Someone's not speaking their truth. They're not stepping up for themselves, talking for themselves. That was an interesting thing. Okay. The other thing is the high priestess. She is all about our intuition, and she is mysterious. She does tap into our subconscious. So it could be that many of us are having a lot of dreams at this time. I was just telling a friend today that I keep having these dreams of angels fighting demons. Now I see the angels, I don't see the demons, but I know that's the work that these angels are doing, is they're fighting the dark side. Very strange. The past couple of nights, I've been getting those same types of dreams, recurring dreams. Anyway, so this high priestess is really about stepping into your intuition and pulling in your knowing, pulling in your awareness, your wisdom, all of those things. This card is in your weakness position. So I feel as though you may be moving forward, but the work that you're doing as you're progressing is all mental work. You're not you're not integrating your spiritual side in this process. And you can't really separate the two but when you do, that's when you create these blockages. So what I would suggest is to sit down and just get your higher self on board with what it is you're trying to create in your workspace, as to what direction you want to go, what area in your life is it that you want to enhance in your job, career space, or your money space. Because a lot of things that are coming in at this time in this month are for us to do reevaluating our belief systems about these things. Can we have a clarifier for the high priestess, please? Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. There we go. Spiritual work. And that's exactly what she's about. So I feel as though, if this is in your weakness position, this is really saying that you really need to focus on your spirituality, and bring more of that into your life so that you can progress forward. The message reads, do some inner work. Oh, wait. Doing some inner work can help you get clear before you move on. You will get insights into what work will best serve your needs. This is just confirmation of what I said. Thank you so much, Spirit. I love that beautiful message for our Tauruses. All right, let's shuffle some more and get some more clarifiers. One of the things that I found, even in my, in my own journey, is that I have been walking my spiritual path for the past 40 years. I have not been able to completely integrate that aspect of my life in my day-to-day job, although I am one that leads by example. So I do feel as though I do bring my spiritual work no matter where I was working, just not so obvious to, the powers that be. But it's really important now because there's so many big shifts happening on the planet. Okay, and then your next card is transition, ending and beginning. So a new job. Some of you might be quitting your old job. You might be fired. You may be moving. So there may be a slight loss of income. There may be an inheritance and hospice. So the hospice thing is for the health portion of the pentacles within tarot, right? So it could be that some of you, so we're talking about endings and beginnings. Some of you are definitely going to be making these big changes in your career space. And I feel as though that is coming For those of you who are dragging your feet, it's kind of, spirit is pushing you. Basically, what they're saying is really align yourself with your spiritual path. Really look at those things that really light up your heart space, that make you feel very loved and inspired, and warm your space, because then that's where your inspiration, your creativity, your passions, and your motivations get accentuated and brought online, so that you feel more whole in your career space or in your money space. Okay, can we have another clarifying card for the High Priestess, this spiritual work, this transition work that Taurus is working through, please? Oh, and we have the Sun. I'm so excited. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. The Sun card is our yes card. So even though you may be feeling as though spirit is pushing you out of your nest, out of your comfort zone, it's also supporting you. It's going to catch you when you fall. It's asking you to please trust. Spirit knows what is totally best for you. And if you have been feeling those feelings of like, oh, I really need to make a change, but I don't know what it is, I don't know what direction to go, that nudge, that energy is really coming from your higher self. This is coming from your own internal clock that is telling you, ooh, I need to make some changes in my life. And Spirit is saying, absolutely, you do. This is your yes card. You are being completely supported. This is the sun shining down on you. It is nurturing you. It is really boosting your interpersonal growth. This is growth within your spiritual space, as well as in your mental, emotional space, and your physical space as well. This is just a beautiful card. Now, the thing about this card that I am being told to also share is that you really need to be approaching this month, Taurus, from a playful attitude. We are taking things far too seriously, and Spirit is saying we really need to lighten up a little bit. We also need to be aware of the wall that we place around us. Do you want protection? Do you want to protect your space? You absolutely do, but you do not want to have that wall so far up that you can't feel that love, that warmth, that caring, that kindness that is coming towards you from others. I just love, love, love this card. So if you have been wanting to progress, Spirit is saying, yes, do it. We've got your back. We've got you. And we're going to help you with whatever direction it is that you are going. This is about joy. It's about all really good, positive movement for you, Taurus. And then we have the Two of Cups. Now, this is an opportunity. Interestingly enough, this is an opportunity for soulmates. This is my soulmate card. So some of you might be bringing in a significant other in your life. This significant other, since this is about career and this is about money, this could be someone that you meet on your job or in your new job. So this is someone that you can see comes from two different walks of life. They both come with very full cups. They do intermingle that beautiful energy to create this beautiful synergy. So I feel as though this is an opportunity coming in for some of us as well. So love opportunity, it could be that you meet someone through a work situation or something along those lines, and we are going to get clarifiers for that. But twos, just so you know, are all about choices and decisions. And the cups, of course, have to do with relationships, our emotions, and whether or not we are really listening to our inner voice. And again, that is exactly what she's talking about. You need to listen to that inner voice, go within to get your answers. This so far is turning out to be a amazing reading. I'm just really surprised and shocked at how good these readings have been coming out this round, because I really feel as though, and it could just be because it's just so important to so many people right now, this space. People are feeling as though they really want to feel that their physical security is set, right? And that they are in a good place and they're going to be okay. Okay, next card, looking. It's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied. Now, again, this is that transition, and it's talking about it's this card, this spiritual card. Do some inner work that can help you to move on your path, and you will get insights as to what you need in order to find work that will best serve your needs. And I feel as though Spirit is really saying that you really do want to look at opportunities that really resonate with your life purpose, that really resonate with you being on your true path, on that path that is going to make you feel fulfilled and that you are being of service to others. And I just feel as though that will really completely change your world in terms of what you're giving out and what you're receiving back from those that you are in alignment with, right? I feel as though we are being called to do this type of work, that we are being called to find those things that really resonate with us, because I feel as though those doors are being opened. They will be shown to you. I feel as though you just need to then move with that opportunity, right? Make that opportunity work for you. Okay. Rituals, bringing in prosperity. So again, you've got this movement card. It talks about objects of power, affirmations, and make it rain. So kind of what I do when I was looking for a role, I would sit down, I would think, I would make my columns as to what are the pros of where I'm at, what are the cons from where I'm at, what is it that is not in alignment, and what is it that I'm looking for in my next role. And I feel as though doing those things, and then I would start doing positive affirmations that the perfect role is going to open up for me. I'm going to recognize that opportunity. I am going to knock my interview out of the park. This potential employer is going to believe in their mind, heart, and soul that I am the best person for the role, those kinds of things. You really want to work yourself up in alignment with your soul, with your soul purpose, right? Because that's exactly what this whole reading, Taurus, is about: aligning with your life purpose. What is it that is going to make your heart sing, that is going to inspire you to get out of bed every day to go to work? It could be that you work for yourself. I don't know. There's so many opportunities. Oh, and then this Knight of Cups. Okay, so the Knight of Cups, again, is this opportunity of love coming in. This knight wears his heart on his sleeve. He's very chivalrous. He is somebody that really puts his heart before all other things, and he goes where his heart leads. So I feel as though, Taurus, this is kind of the message again. There is an opportunity for love, but there's opportunity to create this abundant life for yourself as well. It does look as though new things are coming in. Some of you look as though you may be losing your job, but then that gives you an opportunity to maybe collect a little bit of unemployment or do something that will allow you to then create this perfect path for you forward. Overall, I am really happy with this reading, especially because it does affect me as well, since I am a Taurus. Not that I'm really looking for a career, but I am online here and I am trying to grow. So for me, I will take this sun energy, I will take these messages and do as spirit asks and do my journaling. So the last thing I want to mention to you is that I don't remember if I said this in this reading or not, because I have done a few today and I can't remember which one I might have said this in, is that on April the 8th is the new moon. And on the new moon, every month is when you set your intentions. So basically, what I do is when I set my intentions, I'm going to show you an example real quick. For those of you who are new to my channel, I take a piece of paper and I create this big, huge circle on the paper. I put all the things I want to create inside my circle, all the things that I want to release out of my life in the outside of the circle. I do that on the new moon of every month, and I do that as I progress for my intentions for the month. And a lot of people will take those and they will burn them, they will rip them up, throw them away. I keep mine because I like to keep track as to when I've set an intention and how long it takes me to manifest it. And it's been surprising. So that's kind of how I do it. I would suggest, because we do have this sun card, I would suggest also that during this solar eclipse that's coming up on our new moon on the 8th, go out and get into that sunshine. Even if it's just for 5 minutes, take your shoes off, put your feet on the ground and earth. I was going to say, do some earthing, but basically what you're doing is grounding, right? We're really good at grounding, but we really need to put our feet in the soil or on the grass or whatever, even if it's just for just a few minutes for that day, because it's a huge reset for us. And it is an important day of this month. Okay. So thank you so much. If you've made it this far, love you all very dearly, sending you tons of love and light. I wanted to give you some positive affirmations and positive energy for any interviewing you may be doing this month. And I wish you the very best for your career and money space for April. So cheers.